My name is Kristel Harris. I am 38 years old, and about 2.5 years ago, I was involved in a motor vehicle accident. I sustained multiple injuries. I have a broken neck, my C2 was broken, my right arm was broken, my spine, at the bottom of my spine, was fractured, my pelvis and my right hip was fractured in numerous places. At the time, I was sent to the Dominica Hospital, where I stayed for about 7 days before I was flown to Trinidad. Upon arriving in Trinidad, they informed my husband that I was sepsis. And at that point, I had to be placed in an induced coma for about 5 to 6 days to give my body time to heal. Because on the 4th of December, I was flown back to Dominica via air ambulance and back to the Dominica Hospital, where I stayed for another 5 days again. And the Tuesday, that's when I got to go home. And I finally saw my son for the first time. And that is when the healing process and the challenges began. I mean, the accident was one thing, but getting home and then starting the healing process and starting to get back to a little normalcy it took a toll on me. I could not hold a spoon or a straw with my hand, with my right hand. The only thing that was able to move on my body was my left hand. I couldn't turn my neck left or right, up or down. I could not sit up. I could not lift any of my leg. I could not elevate my legs. I could not lift my right arm. So I could only lay down on the bed and lift this up. I stayed like that for about 2 months. Every time I believed that I was getting better, something would happen. At the end of March, when it was my 3 months that Trinidad gave me to walk, when I was supposed to be placed on my foot to stand, to be able to walk, I started having serious pain in my right leg. The pain was so unbearable where I couldn't sleep at night. The first time they put me to stand, I screamed so much. Everyone that was in the home came into my room and they was like, "What happened?" I couldn't stand, like I couldn't stretch my back, I couldn't stretch my spine. It was very, 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 very painful, very difficult. And I came from therapy and they put me back in my bed and I started to cry. And I told God, what's the point? Why didn't He just make me die on the 30th? So that everybody would have just mourned and just get on with their life already. And I wouldn't have to be going through all of this. And they wouldn't have to give up everything to be taking care of me. So that day when I prayed that prayer, I sent the same message to my friend. And I told her I don't think I can do it anymore.
It's 6 months plus, and I'm not walking. I cannot hold my child. I cannot bathe him. I cannot take care of myself. What is the sense of surviving the accident? And then I have to be like this. And everyone have to rearrange everything to take care of me. So then she messaged back and she told me, that God have a purpose for my life, and that is why I didn't die. That healing takes time. She was telling me that God has a plan for my life, and that is why I'm here, and that is why He saved my life. I was on my foot, not fully on my foot. I am still limping, and lo and behold, I got pregnant and I gave birth to my miracle baby, I would say, because I was told you will not be able to have another baby, you will not be able to carry another baby because of your spine, because of your pelvis, you will not be able to. And I got pregnant and I carried my son for the full 9 months, gave birth to him healthy, and I am still healing. I am still going through it. I believe that God has saved my life for me to be a testimony to other people, to let them know that even if your world is shattered in a million pieces, God can put it back. He can definitely put it back. And He's putting mine back together, piece by piece by piece.